Harder, bro. What's good, guys?
Chopt Cheese, what's up?
Welcome back. Another episode of Chopt Cheese.
Yeah. Another episode.
I don't even know.
Back at your fucking neck, Chopt Cheese. I'm Goose.
What's going on, man? Swiggles.
Your boy Jigs.
Bam.
Jigs. Goose. Swigs.
So the chief in command got COVID?
Holy shit.
We going in hot. We going in hot. What happened with him, bro?
COVID.
How did he get sick?
You know how he got sick?
How did he get sick, bro?
COVID.
It's one of them false positives, bro.
You think it's a false positive? Can we get a button, please? I'm too far to reach. Damn it. This is week 10 and we ain't got shit
What happens
together
when you
yet.
don't got an engineer?
man.
Damn, bro.
Damn, bro.
So the commander-in-chief called COVID.
So your theory is that this is a false positive, Swigs?
Nah.
There's mad theories floating
There's so many
around.
theories. You know what I think? I think the mind is too strong, man. And I think when somebody says something to you, you're mad susceptible. And shit is whack.
Right.
And you can start making yourself feel sick, whether
Yep.
you're not or not, whether you are or not. So imagine somebody telling you got some shit that's killing motherfuckers.
Wow. Yo, you know what's funny on the low as a joke? Keep that energy because I just want to say this real quick. You ever tried doing this to someone? You'd be like, yeah, I don't feel good. And they'd be like, yeah, you look like shit. But in reality, you woke up feeling great.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Facts.
Crazy.
Back to what you were saying.
Crazy.
And you know what's funny though? That could really hurt you.
Right? I mean, but if you strong-minded and strong-willed, then you like, niggas be full of shit. That's how you know people are full of shit.
But what I'm
crazy,
saying
right?
is, you know, Trump is human, bro. People forget this nigga ain't a fucking. Well, people say he's something, whatever he is, but
I don't know.
he's human, bro. He can get sick.
What?
He can face anything that we face, right?
What's good with people wishing death on him?
Yeah, I was
Now
What the
you know
fuck
what,
is wrong
bro.
with
You know what's
people?
crazy?
president of the country.
This just goes
Of the free
coincides
world.
with what you're talking about people being human. Like
I have
he's a
seen
human
that,
being, and if you
but
believe that
The people
should
that I
die
expected
because of
to
his
speak
beliefs.
negative of him have been speaking like on point, bro, and it's crazy.
Some people say, some
Yo,
people
bro,
say,
it-
well
it-
wishes.
it got me to the point where I was happy on some corny shit to be an American again.
How about
Yo, Obama,
I didn't hear all that, man.
Rachel Maddow,
They wished him well.
everybody came
They
out
wished him well.
like real well spoken towards
saw your
him.
man-
It could be fake, but
you saw your man,
yo, bro, they could have jumped on the wagon, bro.
Hold on.
them wishing him well is almost a sarcastic.
Nah,
jab,
they
in my
went
opinion,
up and above and beyond,
You
bro.
saw- Yeah, but-
True story.
but
Kim
when-
Jong?
What happened to Kim Jong?
Oh, Kim Jong sent the
didn't-
message, papi.
What he
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, bye. Chuck them the deuces. Like, yo, get better. You and your family sincerely. Yeah, bro. Chuck them the deuces, bro.
Yeah, but
Kim Jong.
with that
That's
being
big.
said, I think he might not have it, but it could have been one of those fucked up tests again.
How about this? Can I interject
Yeah,
real quick?
go ahead.
You saw as soon as he caught it, everybody was just flaming him all across all media outlets. Your man Chris Wallace went on the
People being
record.
happy that he
Yo,
was
look,
sick.
right?
What the
Peep
why
this.
is-
Chris
why
Wallace went on the record and announced the fact that he didn't take the test. Him or Joe Biden. And then in the same article, literally shot himself in the foot by saying the people who moderated the debate, because Trump came late, didn't test either one of the candidates.
Oh, shit.
So it was the debates people's negligence that may or may have not allowed this man to catch that shit, but try to spin the article and say, oh, because he came late, we
Yeah.
couldn't follow
But,
like, what
you know
the fuck?
you know what's even crazy though?
the president of the United States.
what are you
says,
talking about?
How do
Excuse
you
me if I'm
skip
wrong.
protocol with
The fuck
POTUS?
out of here.
How do you show up a couple of days after? Excuse me if I'm wrong. With all of a sudden you out there chilling with George Clooney and shit, like shit is sweet. Shit is just too weird, bro. The people that
Wait,
they,
that was recently? That picture with him and
I don't
Clooney?
know.
Nah, I think
was
that's
hanging
old.
out with-
There's pictures of
Circulating.
Wallace and Clooney circulating on the internet.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, I thought he
Real
had sugar in
pictures.
his tank, but apparently he has a wife. So
That
it
don't
is
mean
what it is.
nothing.
So
What
did
that
Ricky
mean?
Martin. He has kids
No,
too.
no, I mean, damn,
Just
they're going a little bit.
saying.
I'm
Hey.
not trying to insinuate too much. I'm just putting it out there.
I didn't even use the word insinuate. I don't even.
But nah, it kind of made me feel like
Doesn't make you a bad person anymore for thinking somebody's gay. Before people used to take offense to that.
I'm not saying he's not, even though he has kids. I'm just saying I didn't know it
Just
even
a
went
lot
that
of-
far.
A lot of crazy shit going on. That was a pretty interesting story. To talk about that. The president! Man, niggas was hitting me up like,
What's
oh my
your-
God, do
what's
you
your
think
theory-
it's real now?
What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like you said, with all the false positive tests and all that other bullshit, I don't know what to
The
believe.
whole National Football League was tested positive.
There's all kind of
and then
things going
immediately
on.
were tested again and were all negative.
That's completely ridiculous. That's unacceptable.
Don't
especially
believe me?
during a time
Look
like
it up.
this.
Look it up. You don't believe me?
A whole
Look it up.
NFL division, like a whole national sports, Like this shit is like that shit happened in like Pee Wee, right? League is some bullshit, if anything.
Mickey Mouse leagues. What the fuck is going on
That's
there?
it.
Softball leagues and shit.
Weekend Warrior League.
Am I remembering
Group.
right
Group.
by saying that I read there's a possibility he could get discharged in a couple
In a
of
couple
days?
days.
I heard
This is
Monday. Today's
so
Monday.
Today is Monday.
In
Yeah.
a couple days.
There's a possibility that. Now, my
Imagine
question.
imagine the character
So he just gets quarantined.
Yeah.
that shows, bro.
It
to
shows
beat that shit.
That's incredible.
Remember you said this earlier.
Nah, but now let's ask
7
this. So he beats this in 5 days. The man is how old?
74?
74?
Yep.
He's
72, 74, something
He's
like that.
74.
the doctor I saw speaking about his condition the other day stated that he was slightly overweight. Correct?
He put
Yeah, and that was understatement.
You remember the Larry David episode?
yeah.
He didn't tell him to wait.
Going forward, are we to believe that a super virus that is supposed to kill people and drop them to the floor as they're
Killing
walking in the
killing
streets,
everyone.
we're supposed to be walking over bodies by this time? That's what they told us in
And
the
our
beginning.
chief and commander.
And this guy is 74 years old,
And he's
slightly
beating it?
overweight, and in 5 days he beats this virus.
and he's back out there.
and we're forced to quarantine for 14, but he beats it in 5. This is hypothetically
are all the dead
speaking.
bones?
Hypothetically, you know,
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
A lot of people saying this about.
this is saying that he gets out.
trying to
He
push
gets out
HCQ.
today. If he gets out today, then doesn't it look a little weird?
Weird.
It does, and especially when they blame it on masks.
And the-
Masks are for your protection, not his. So if he's not wearing a mask,
And the situation is hypothetical until he gets
irrelevant.
released from the hospital, obviously.
Obviously.
But if he does, doesn't that mean that there's something that they didn't tell us that was right?
These guys are full of shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Did they misinform us in some way?
Fake news. Fake news.
Did they misinform us in some way? This is crazy.
yeah,
Yo,
you gotta be ready for
Has
that.
there been any reports of
The president
an
is
outbreak of COVID during a Trump
a
rally this
bunker.
year?
But are we ready for possibly
Listening
he
to
is
many
lying
men.
and he really doesn't have it knowingly? He doesn't have it saying he does.
I'm sure I'm gonna have to
We ready
field
for
that
that?
argument more than once.
I don't know, man. We got to see how it plays out. Essentially, we got to really wait before we really like put all our eggs in one basket.
And he's supposed to be using remdesivir, right?
Yeah, and some
And
steroids.
some steroids, right? Those are
supposedly.
the therapeutics.
Yeah.
He
Shit'll
beats
be
this in
crazy if
5
he
days.
beats that
What-
shit in 5 days.
Oh, don't worry about that vaccine. Let's save some money.
So
We're gonna
wait.
save
So
some
let me
money.
ask
We
you a
don't
question.
really need. We could,
So did they really give it to him because they had to give it to him, whether he had it or not?
There's no way
that's
there's
one
no
of the
way for us to
questions.
know.
That's one.
Or
There's no way for us to know.
or do they not give it to him and say they did?
That's the second scenario.
Right?
That's the second scenario.
4D chess, 5D chess.
Mm.
Supposedly.
I don't
It's
know.
a
But then this shit got it now. Baby girl, what's her name?
Yeah. Nigga said baby girl.
Michaela.
Kaylee McEnany.
Yeah.
We was
Oh,
talking
shit.
about this the other day,
like
bro.
An hour or
They
two
said
ago.
she has it.
About like an hour or two ago, they
Yeah,
just put it
man.
out. And she has it.
Yo, she's
Trash.
the best press secretary in the history of press secretaries,
I'm gonna ask.
bro.
I'm gonna ask Swiggles the same question I asked you yesterday.
Ticket.
Name another press secretary. First and last name.
Sanders. Sarah Sanders.
Fuck.
Damn, real good.
He still forgot though.
He did.
He forgot for a
forgot?
second.
Yeah,
no,
I
he was
forgot
just trying to make the point that
That-
she's
Oh,
she's
no,
the,
no. What?
She
was
is the most known press secretary
Oh, okay,
ever.
all right.
She is the biggest press
She
secretary.
be smoking reporters, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay, prominent ones, like good ones, or just ones in general?
anyone.
In general.
Anyone.
'Cause
Can you
I
name another
forgot
one?
Obama's. Yeah, I forgot her name.
And Obama's was the last one.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Exactly.
And Obama's was the last one.
Exactly.
No, it was
Whose
yeah.
press secretary did you name?
Me?
Yeah.
Trump's. His last one.
Saunders, the one
Remember she
Oh, yeah,
resigned?
yeah,
She
yeah,
resigned.
yeah,
She
yeah.
resigned.
Oh, see. Oh, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the only reason why I know it. Because
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we do it live. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens.
gotta put on vibrate, guys.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes
Is
we,
that you, Jig?
Sorry. Yeah, that's definitely me, and I apologize.
I
I apologize. Sorry, guys.
Sorry,
just
man.
be like that
I'm
sometimes.
usually good with that, but it's usually not me.
Yeah, you know. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
But yeah, I forgot. I wanted to say Eric Holder, but I'm wrong. That was way off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the first thing that popped in my mind for,
Yeah, she
for
be
Obama.
No.
But you know why? Because I remember that from Fast and the Furious.
What was Obama's press secretary's name?
That's what I'm
Fast
saying.
and
I thought about
Furious.
his, and the
It
first
was,
thing that
Google that shit,
I was gonna
Chopt
say
Cheese.
Candelia Rice.
Not the movie.
Nah, wrong.
No, she
What did she do? I forgot. I don't remember.
Secretary of Defense.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, bang. There you go.
I hope so. Because I said that with confidence.
Happy Sunday morning.
You better fact check that.
Good morning.
Put that on the bottom if I'm fucked up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I
Yo.
would seriously driving on 3rd Avenue screaming.
What was
Oh,
Nasty
shit.
Nancy's response to him catching COVID?
She
was
was
it something
respectful
positive?
too. Yeah, positive.
Nasty
It was?
Nancy. She hadn't had her mimosas yet.
She did.
She was
Nah,
currently
nah.
en route to go
Yo,
get her mimosas.
There's certain limits because you can't go back from those.
Yeah, you can't go
The
full
people that
retard.
came
You
out
can't
that were
really go full
disrespectful.
retard.
One of them was
They were more like
a
Twitter
former,
personalities.
No, a former staff advisor for Obama.
Ah, okay.
You hear she was on record
Oh,
saying
that
some
was
nonsense.
Shorty.
Yeah, about if he died or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Have
I
been holding
remember
this
that.
in for like 8 years or something.
Yeah. I remember that. It's a
Trash.
lot, man. People talking a lot of shit, man. I don't know what the fuck to say about it. Just, you know,
But-
he's
but
our president, so
That
wish
goes
him
to what we
well,
was talking about last time.
But I guess not.
Look at what happens
Kinda make
when
you sound racist and shit.
if you can think this about somebody just based off of their political view,
Exactly.
imagine
It's disgusting.
imagine the limits or the extent that you can go.
There is no more limits.
Right?
Yeah, there's no.
Nothing's off
there's-
limits.
Think about it. That's
This is
crazy,
the craziest
right?
shit I've ever
so when you
seen.
deal with these people, don't you just take that and judge them off for that? Because now you're like, damn, I can't even. I mean, even if you shouldn't be judging people to begin with. Let me put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when someone shows that side of them, like, damn, I can't fuck with this person, then you kind of judging them, you know?
Yeah,
But you
it's
already know
pretty-
that they can't be in your circle.
It's pretty fucked up. Just, you know, I don't know.
Is that a negative? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Chopt Cheese, what do you think? Look it up. Do your own research. Feel me? Fuck out of here.
Hit the like button.
And subscribe right after that.
Even if you in the West Coast.
While we working out our kinks, we working
that
out
like
on
button
kinks.
work in the West Coast too, man.
Just 3 dudes talking shit.
Nasty Nancy, you like and subscribe to.
Nasty
What we
Nancy.
got to talk about, guys?
So what's the next subject?
Yo,
You heard me? What's the next subject?
Did James Comey testify the same day the president contracted COVID?
Damn, niggas didn't even
I
talk
don't know,
about
but
that, right?
there's
Or
a
like
lot.
a day after.
Yo, so now how many people is it? It's Amy, right?
Yeah,
It's Trump.
yeah,
It's Kellyanne.
yeah.
It's
Oh, Amy caught it?
that's the original one that said they gave it.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
They
what
got her on the plane, giving it, saying that that's why he got tested, because he was around her and she got tested positive.
I didn't know that.
Pull it up. Let's do it live. But from what I understand, she got tested positive, so they tested Trump.
popped.
He got tested positive.
I'm asking.
Then they tested Mike Pence immediately. He tested negative. Then Kellyanne Conway, yeah, she got tested. Is it her? That's her name, yeah, right?
Man, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, Kellyanne Conway got tested positive. Chris Christie tested positive.
Fuck.
Now Kate
Fuck
McKayla,
Chris
all these
Christie.
people testing positive. man.
Fuck out of here.
Yo, you know what's crazy? All right, let's talk about this, because this is the first time we're talking since the debate too, right, guys?
Oh
We're
shit.
gonna talk about the
It
debate.
is.
Yeah, word, right?
Yeah.
Motherfucker got smoked.
Yo,
He got
Yeah,
smoked.
wow.
I got
That's the
something
first-
for you guys.
I
You
was-
ready? You ready for this one? Let's start with this one. New York Post: Delaware State University denies Biden was a student after claim he got started there. Did you hear that?
news. That's fake news.
fake news. All right,
That's
yeah.
the New York Post reporting
Fake
that.
news.
So, remember when he called us? He said he's not smart.
Yo.
Apparently, he's really dumb too.
He got
A lot
smoked.
happened at that debate, and it taught me
Yeah.
a lot.
I
If
did,
you're undecided still at this point, that shit didn't help you.
I did
It
think
didn't help
that.
sway people undecided.
I did think that
I'm biased.
Biden won the COVID portion of the debate, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah, there
And
were some things they slapped each other
Yeah, but
around.
what about
He
these key
was-
factors?
he was-
Trump was interrupted more than 47 times, and
I'm not
Biden
a-
only 17 times or 16 times.
I'm not a fan of
So
Chris Wallace,
Chris Wallace,
the moderator.
I actually thought he was gonna do good, because in 2016 he didn't do that bad.
I'm not.
In my opinion, he was okay. He was tough, but he was direct.
He looks like a cuck. Yeah, I'm sorry. So go ahead.
But anyway, I didn't like it at all. He was too biased.
Yeah,
He's a
I
registered
agree.
Democrat to begin with.
I
You
agree.
know what I mean? Like,
He asked Trump
what do you
to
think? You really
denounce
think he's gonna vote for
KKK
Trump?
and didn't ask Biden to
uh,
denounce Antifa. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
Chris Wallace?
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
I think he's voting for
and
Trump.
then even said it was just an idea. Your man Biden. Jesus
yeah, and how he didn't test him on that one. That was crazy.
Jesus Christ.
So
That
he
was
went straight
crazy.
forward. That was a cheap shot right there. He could have hit him with.
What was that?
If they had an idea, what?
Oh, yeah.
Trump just fucking categorized them as a terrorist group.
Yeah, but that was right at the point where he was asked to condemn white supremacy.
He did though. In the same what is that he put out? When he put out like 500 million or billion for the blacks or something like that. Trump put that out.
Community
and then in the same token,
labeling
Antifa and KKK as terrorist groups.
Yeah.
What do you mean denounce them? I just put out something where I gave like so much towards one side and completely categorized the other side as terrorist. What more do you want than that? What the fuck is a denounce when I got the power to categorize them as terrorists? Isn't that more important?
Yeah,
that's how they don't talk about that, by deflecting on the denouncement bullshit. No?
It's a tactic. It's a very clever tactic.
Bullshit,
They're
bro.
very good at what they do.
Look, whether politics are real or not,
people that don't understand politics were waiting for that moment to hear him say that.
Cheese?
People that don't
You
look,
ready for this? You know, there's classes in colleges, political science. People major in this thing.
Yes.
Yep.
They've been studying this shit since America was incepted,
Political science.
Of course, it can be manipulated.
Imagine picking the brain of one of the professors there.
They radicalized through the colleges. They got all these kids, all these young affluent teenagers or little young adults out here bugging out, rioting and shit. Tell me that shit ain't real. There's a couple of white dudes in these protests that are affluent, rip or frip.
What about that white dude that be on
Silver Spoon?
The white dude that's always on TV. The fucking dude that's always debating people on the right.
Man, fuck
and
these guys. What's his name?
He promotes Antifa.
I don't know his
Yeah,
name.
he's a teacher. He's a fucking teacher.
Look at that shit.
He's a teacher.
Look at that shit.
Radical this, radical that, and sometimes things gotta burn down. It's verbatim. It's not quote.
I want to talk about what else is the debate I want to talk about? There was a lot in the debate though.
The debate was interesting. They were screaming a lot. I felt like Trump should have let Joe Biden continue to shoot himself in the foot.
I agree.
But that's who he is. He's been that since the last debate. You know what I'm saying?
He's from New York.
So do you take that as another flaw, or do you chuck that up to Trump being Trump?
For people undecided, it doesn't help him.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't.
That's just me logically thinking in my logic.
People
Did
that
you
don't
see
listen
how
to his press conferences, people that don't listen to his rally speeches, people that don't look for their own information and that wait for information to be fed for them, believe he's a racist and a white supremacist.
Yeah, I mean.
So, and I was speaking to somebody the other day, and they made a good point. That was his chance for everybody to hear and confuse the shit out of them. It's not saying that he needs it to win.
But
he definitely condemned them. He definitely has. That's irrelevant. But it is a fact that there's people that don't look for his speeches and listen to what the fuck he has to say.
And that's his opportunity that they're saying.
And that was an opportunity for him to confuse everybody on the left. Everybody that just listens to mainstream media.
But did you see how uncomfortable Biden was when he brought up the conversation with his son?
Sheesh.
And his ties.
You saw how he did the redirect?
Yeah,
he said, yo, stop. He was defending Bo.
Yeah, but then
your man was like, I'm not even talking about
I don't know Bo.
I don't know.
I don't know Bo.
I spoke to some people and they were like, "Oh,
fuck out of here."
He called his son. You know, when Biden's like, "Oh, he is not a coward." You know, he is not. So people are like, "Oh, you know, he called Joe Biden's son a coward." I was like, "No." What he was referring to was the lie that the media said when
he called
said
the troops that passed.
Yeah. So it's
that shit is crazy. Oh, that shit is crazy. The tea leaves.
I just cleaned the floor.
It's the tea leaves. You know what's the funniest shit about this funny shit? All jokes aside, we're gonna get a little personal. I fucking, managing group chats is absolutely absurd nowadays.
What the fuck you talking about?
I got like 15 different group chats in my phone. You want to hear what? You want to hear what I did? So you remember that clip of Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Cursing at the troops and shit like a fucking knucklehead.
He called them stupid bastards.
Yeah, I got that.
What the fuck? That's a real video, bro.
Bastards.
I accidentally sent that shit to my wife's family's group chat, bro.
You want to talk about this?
Are they pro Trump or pro Biden?
You want to talk about this?
I don't know, man. I would say they like on the fence. Some of them.
Okay.
You sure you want to talk about this?
How they feel about the video?
Nobody was paying me any mind because I barely text the group chat anyway, and it took me forever to realize what was happening. And then when I finally realized it, my wife was like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing?"
Man,
I was like, "Damn, babe, I didn't realize that wasn't for them."
So
I didn't say anything. I just sent the clip, and then I apologized.
That's a funny ass clip.
Some funny shit though.
That's
bro.
a funny ass clip.
Yo,
but
can I play some, guys?
Trump brought that up during the debates too.
You saw that, right?
And fucking Biden's arrogant ass goes,
Can I
play
play something? I don't know if we can
play the clip.
But I want to play this for you guys.
Jesus Christ.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, he didn't just say that.
He said
I've said it many times, and let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK.
Jesus.
I condemn all white supremacists.
That's fake, Pa.
I condemn the Proud Boys. I have to say, I've said it many times, and let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK.
Right,
I condemn all white
Let's make that our next subject.
The Proud Boys.
The Proud Boys.
supremacists.
Okay?
Who are the Proud Boys?
Who are the Proud Boys? Okay? For starters, Chopt Cheese, whether you give a fuck or not, the Proud
I
Boys,
said something about the military.
Or you could
He
just
and
do
his
that
friends
while I
made
was
it up,
talking.
and then they
No,
went
no,
with
this
it. I
is
never
like-
said
this
it.
is- that is
What
not
he
true.
did
Sir,
is he
you're done in
said
this segment.
he called
Mr.
the
Vice-
military
Mr. Vice President,
stupid bastards.
I
and he
did
said
not
it on
say-
tape. He said
Mr.
stupid bastards.
Please,
He
sir,
said it.
stop.
I would never
I
say
would
that.
play
to the
it.
military.
Play it.
I have incredibly good judgment. One, I married Jill. And two, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Let's clap for that.
Come on, man.
So come on, bro. Come on.
Come on,
man.
I'm the guy.
I'm the
Joey
guy.
B.
I'm the guy.
Come on, man.
Don't see my Uptown Lee Crispy.
Come on, man. I'm the guy. It is what it is. Who gives a fuck?
Stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
That's what this turned into.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only needed 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half.
Yo,
This is who you want to be the president. You want this man to lead you.
You do the research on your own, Chopt Cheese. I'm just showing you stuff that I've researched.
You good now?
And this guy's a liar.
This raised my blood pressure.
Got it all.
Tea leaves? Tea leaves?
I didn't
More
do
tea leaves?
anything. I didn't do anything.
I mean, you just, in the middle of my conversation, in the middle of my statement,
You know
just...
the rapper now.
While I was talking.
This is unacceptable. Who
Yo,
the
you know
fuck?
what else happened from that
This
debate?
guy is a
I got them
bozo.
all. I got them all. You ready for the next one?
He's
Let's hear it.
Biden claims Trump didn't lower prices on drugs.
When did he say this?
In the debate.
Yeah, they went at it about that.
False. It was proven already. Debunked.
What?
Come on, bro. How they didn't fact check them
Come
in that time?
on, man.
I'm the guy.
Joey B.
Come on, man.
Feel me, guys?
Anybody see Jim Carrey's SNL performance?
Nah,
I didn't see it either.
tea leaves.
Wait, I need the rap.
I threw it on the floor.
Oh, I see it. Come on,
I'm
man.
the guy, Chopt Cheese.
You already said rest in peace to my man Kingface? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Interesting
Lost a
dude.
good dude.
Interesting dude.
Whether
To
you
say
like
the
him or
least,
not.
whether you like them or
That
not.
man was real.
Tea leaves.
He leaves.
He definitely believed in whatever's going on in his brain was the truth. He was passionate about that shit. Yeah, like a lot of interesting views.
Your boy Joey B, bro. What other interesting points did your boy Joey B bring up?
Good question.
Paris Accord.
They brought up climate change?
Yeah, I think they did, didn't they?
I don't even
He said
remember.
he's gonna go back to it. Yeah, Biden said that he was gonna go back to it.
He put himself in so many different because he had an opportunity himself, and that's what gets me upset. People are like, oh, but Trump, going back to what you said, Trump had opportunity. Biden could have just came straight out and went and denounced them too and won mad people over. But what does he do? Lives on Saturday, Trump is faking COVID. Lives on Sunday, Trump is endangering the lives of the Secret Service. But anyway, what was I saying? So he had the opportunity to do the same thing. He could have been like, I denounce Antifa. But what did he do? He tiptoed around there and said, "Oh, they're
an idea.
Yeah, they're an idea." Right?
An idea.
So why does anybody bring that up? What? Because they believe what he's saying is true, that they are just an idea.
Those are Biden's pets.
That's what we were talking about. The Proud Boys.
Do you really think that the White House has that much pull? I could be wrong. Call me ignorant, but the White House has that much pull to just go and demonize and label a group terrorist without any cause?
No, they can't do that.
Yeah. So if they did
not.
that against Antifa, how can you deny it?
I don't know. How do you not?
It's just an idea, man.
How do you not condemn them?
Come on, man.
If they were labeled a terrorist group by our government, how do you not condemn them?
I got a better one for you.
What's the better one?
If they're brought up in a debate, which is the first debate where you're trying to win office, why wouldn't you take that opportunity then to denounce them? You got the perfect opportunity, nigga.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, but you've already said. I mean, I have my biases.
Are they gonna bring up Antifa again? And then
what did Trump do that you didn't like in the debates?
What he was he went to the old Trump again because he has moments. Which is loose and uncanny.
Yeah, and being
like he has his moments where
he was roasting Biden.
Yeah. Even though he can
instead of chilling.
Yeah, he has to have that swag where he's just like you know what I mean? Like
one at a time.
Yeah,
let me shut you down, Joe.
Do the Roy Jones. You know what I mean? If there's ever a boxer that you can imitate politically with your words and your demeanor, you have to do a Roy Jones style. Because
I actually think he was too nice.
Or maybe even Mayweather if I go that far, because Mayweather's the best ever in defense wise, right? Just fight it off, and then when he's open, bang, take advantage. But that's what he should have did, he was just too much in attack mode.
Biden was a lot sharper than I thought he was gonna be.
He looked mad.
It's easy to do that when you got people telling you what to do, bro.
What do you mean by that, Swiggles?
Bro. I mean,
this is theory.
Yo, so I'm hearing all kind of weird shit about this.
Apparently, he had a earpiece. What was it?
He had the Mission Impossible blink twice.
Bro, there's people that are upset. There's people upset.
You said that, or you said that about staring into the camera?
I said
we both mentioned.
I know that was a tactic.
I said I saw
from the
But wait, was it a tactic purposely to make you think he's going old school and he's going back to the crowd, or was it because what he was looking at, he was getting a little?
Somebody was like, "It's
it
time,
could be
Joe."
Both.
3, 2, camera.
Some people were saying things.
No
matter how far fetched you think it may sound or it may seem,
being told what cameras what
completely available. But there were people saying that he had these contacts on that augmented reality. Listen. And then they say that when he was staring, he was actually reading like he was reading from a teleprompter.
Did you see his eyes going back and forth? I didn't pay attention.
But the tactic to speak to the crowd to speak to the people at home with no audience was very clever.
Ain't Joe Biden's eyes blue?
Yeah, and they were apparently they seemed to be black on camera.
But you know why that wasn't too clever though?
Why?
Because the majority of his rallies have been electronic and they all been like Zoom shit. So he's already used to that, and people don't watch his shit. You know how many views he be getting? Like in the tens to thousands, bro. So think about that. If me and you don't watch his shit, and then all of a sudden we watching his shit, and you can see him connecting, it's still garbage coming out. He's just looking at you with a clean suit and bathed properly, nigga. That's all it is on national TV. They could have put anybody else in there.
But they were saying, I also heard that.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I also heard that he was getting like.
That nigga needs his earpiece.
Words.
He was getting like messages transmitted to him or something like that through like code, or he was getting like or he had some kind of weird earpiece or some shit like that.
I believe an earpiece before code.
And then
because if he can't even talk properly, I don't think he's going to decipher code.
All I got to say is this. The Astros were stealing signs.
Then I heard that Trump interrupting all those times was that so that he couldn't hear them talking to him in his ear.
Interesting.
That's what I was hearing.
Nice tactics.
That's what I was
Imagine
hearing.
That shit, right?
Yo, you gotta,
And he was
that's
real.
It's Warfield, bro.
That's some real espionage type shit, bro. He got last minute intel. They said, POTUS, he has a device. He said, word?
Speak over
What are
him.
we gonna do? Speak over him. I don't want to do that, guy. Speak over him. All right, guys.
But he still
because
got
it
his
looks
points
natural
out.
and it looks like
But he doesn't want to revert back.
He
tightened up his act a lot,
no,
bro.
I'm talking about Biden. He had points. He had strong points, bro. He had
Talking
points where
points,
he was direct and he came with it, and you could see like
And
they
you
didn't
couldn't
give
really
Trump
tell
to give
his
him an answer.
cognitive
Like the
decline.
only time he had his direct way and looking straight and getting his message across was after Trump spoke, where now he couldn't speak and finish off. Remember, a lot of that time that kept happening. So it's like, okay, we're switching to a new topic. So now I can't, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Adapt or
no, I can't follow up with that. I can't do a follow up now because now you're switching it up. So
So
now
you mean he was waiting for Trump to stop.
no, he was waiting for his moment where he knew. Now, once I'm done, topic is switched. So I'm gonna get this straightforward America point across, and then that's what you're gonna remember about that point. Because now we're switching topics.
Like the last 10 seconds of the boxing round.
Yeah,
Very
word,
clever.
exactly. That's the best way to put it. Sorry
thought
for
that was
being
A flurry of
but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
were doing that a lot.
Yeah.
Because Trump was like, but I want to respond. He was like, Trump.
Yeah. He's like, no, sir, I have another set of questions.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving
I
on.
could be wrong, but watch it for yourself.
So did you watch? How many times did you see the debates? How many times did you watch it?
The first one, I only saw it once.
The one with Biden, yeah.
Yeah, I only saw it once.
Okay, so because I only saw it once as well, so I can't say if
seen it
he
twice.
was giving Biden more time without. It seemed
Maybe I
that
gotta watch it again. Maybe I'm doing myself a disservice by not watching it twice.
You are?
he was a lot more. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
But
again. He was a lot
but
more,
straightforward. Remember what my initial opinion was that there was no winner.
Yeah, I felt like we
Remember
both
I said
lost.
that. I said that.
I felt like the
there was
American
no winner. It
people
was a
lost.
tie, if anything.
How?
Because Trump didn't take his advantage of
Biden's knucklehead.
Yeah, he
There's
didn't.
a lot of stuff he should have done, but okay, so who did this? Okay, who did
Yo,
this
bro,
debate hurt?
a person that
Who did
can't
this
speak. What do you do?
What you mean?
You let them talk,
But okay, so
all right?
Yeah.
did
Valid
this
point.
debate
I
hurt
kind of
anybody?
agree.
But what?
Did this debate hurt anybody?
You know who the debate hurted?
Who?
It hurted future debates where it comes to any type of credibility where they try to bring a Democrat as a moderator. Because once again, you can see it was biased. Chris Wallace, wherever they want to put out there was another narrative where Trump was debating two people, Chris Wallace and Biden, at the same time. Remember, I don't know if you heard that. That was going around, that was circulating.
Yeah.
And there's factual proof to that. If you look, like, it's a lot of times where, like, bro, it's like, yo, you're not going as hard on Biden as you're going on Trump. It's obvious.
But specifically between the candidates, did it hurt any one of them? Did this debate hurt any one of them? If nobody
From
won,
gaining new followers or from keeping what they had? From keeping their base
either way,
or strengthening it?
hurt in any way.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe minuscule numbers that we can't even accumulate.
I don't believe that at all. I believe that this actually hurt Biden, and that's a win for Trump. And this is not being pro-Trump. This is not being pro-Biden.
Why
and
you
the
say
reason
that?
because he,
Give me an example.
when
please.
Trump said that he lost the left,
That shit hit.
when Trump said he lost the left, he did lose a bunch
those
of
are
people.
the Green Deal.
Yeah, he
Those
lost a bunch of people that are like, but wait a minute. One of the main reasons
He said something else to that too.
he said
that
something
in
else
two different
too. Yeah, I
instances.
think it was about the police department. Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah.
people
Can you
should
name
get a
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody that endorsed him from a authority point of view.
Not only
Law
that, but then
enforcement.
we'll go deeper into that and talking about. Then he publicly said that people should go to jail for rioting and hurting people and
Yeah,
destroying
he's like, you lost
businesses.
the left. Yeah,
you
yeah.
lost a bunch of people by saying that because they thought all of them thought
They
that you
all
were
them.
on their side.
He was quipping
Did
them.
they though?
He was hitting them
Yeah,
with
they
the
did.
quips.
They did.
Yes,
But you see,
they
it depends.
did.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm not even arguing that.
So
You're right. You're right.
I do, but
understand what
I
you're saying.
believe that this shit hurt Biden. It hurt Biden more than it hurt Trump. The only thing that I think he lost COVID, and I think the condemning white supremacy, just flat out saying it would have helped him in the debate a whole lot more. Not saying again,
to cave. I feel like it was a cave because
think-
it wasn't
I
the
just
first or
think-
second time.
I
It
just-
would have been on record like more than 30 times now.
I just think he's super.
He did that.
arrogant.
He did that in the last
he
one
just
though.
didn't
He
wanna
denounced
give
them in the
media
last one
what they
though.
wanted to hear.
Jigs,
He's
he
just
done that. Yo, you know what we
Trump,
should
and he's
do?
like, you want me to say that, so I won't say it.
Jigs, let's watch the old debates.
That
1,
don't
2, and
sound
3
like-
with him and Hillary. He denounced him in the old one.
Yeah,
like, come on, guy.
He did.
No,
but
and no, that's why.
But not at a time with this.
Come on, guy.
What do you
Not at
mean,
a time-
Jigs?
Sorry.
It's
Oh, I'm
it's the
sorry,
same
Jigs.
moderator asking the same question that you answered already.
Yeah, but this Black Lives Matter stuff and
Nah,
this,
it's
and this
the same
rioting
guy.
is not the same thing as it
I
was
hate
when
that.
Hillary was. I'm telling you what they're gonna say, bro, and it is what
No,
they're
you're right,
saying.
but I
Nah,
hate
he's
it.
making a valid
I hate
point,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right, but I
Even
hate
though
it.
Like,
the
none of
logic
this was
behind it
happening.
doesn't make sense because he's on record.
None of this was
Asking the
happening.
same question to the same
Yeah,
person
like-
4 years ago.
None of this happened in 2016.
Yes, it did.
There was riots and people
No, he
going
means-
crazy
Oh,
in the
okay,
street.
right, right, right.
No,
Yeah,
none of
yeah.
that happened. And this
But he was asking him to.
this racial divide is crazy. This wasn't 2016.
But he was telling him not about the riots. He was saying to denounce the KKK though,
Who? Yeah, I know.
and he did that 4 years ago. So how do you ask him the same question twice?
I was getting to that. See, but you can't. They asked him and they put him on the spot during a time where it means a lot more than 2016. So for him to just
It
be
seems like the stakes are a lot greater right now.
Yeah, but
Then
then ask him
everybody
a
wants
different
him to
question.
spit.
Don't ask him the same one that he already answered 4 years ago for like pretty much the same type of innuendo or
if
however
he
you want to
says,
say it.
if he says,
That's what Trump should have did. Like, Chris, come on, you just asked me this 4 years ago. I answered this 4 years ago. You got a different question, or you recycling questions,
That would have been fire. I would have accepted
right?
that. I would've
Stop
accepted
recycling questions. I'm not answering that.
that. I would have accepted that.
he's
Right?
the moderator though, and you can't do that. Then
You're
they're
the
gonna be like,
moderator.
oh, look at this
yes,
big baby.
but you're not a different moderator. I would expect that from maybe a different one that wants to be like, oh, but I didn't ask you. You didn't give me the answer.
But
you mean,
say it.
bro? You're
But
the
say
same
it.
moderator that just asked me that question.
Say it. Say it again. That's what it is, bro.
Say her
I
name.
know what it is, bro.
Say her name.
I mean,
No, I'm just-
I'm fair to that.
That's
Like,
what
I
it
don't.
is.
That's exactly what it. They want to keep pressing the subject. But do you think? And give
a
me your honest
tactic.
opinion. If
It's a clear
after Chris Wallace, because the media jumped on this right after it happened. If after Chris Wallace asked that question and Trump said, "I denounce the KKK and
Yeah,
white
no, I agree.
supremacy,"
That shit
do
would've
you
been
think that would have swayed voters'
that
opinions?
shit would've been
Some
a,
voters'
"Oh, you
opinions,
get-"
not. Yeah, it would have been
That
the
shit would've
death
been a,
blow.
"Oh, you know what I'm
It would've
saying?
been the.
So what do you
know
chalk that
shit
up?
from Kill
Ignorance
Bill?
or arrogance?
The 5-point
Ignorance or arrogance? What is that
I
chalked
think
up?
it's a little bit of both.
arrogance.
Nah, it's
not-
all
that's not
arrogance.
it.
Then what?
It's
all
not
arrogance.
ignorance.
Both.
It's
Because
not
then-
ignorance. He
wait,
knows
wait.
exactly what's going on
Yeah.
now. He knows
Fuck
exactly.
y'all.
See, but that's another thing. Somebody asked.
Fuck y'all. I'm
Somebody
not
told me
answering
that hurt him, and I'm like,
That's
no.
ignorance. No, that's not
That's
ignorance.
ignorance.
Then ignorance is not
Because
fuck
this is
yeah,
an
then.
opportunity for him to show a little bit of
That's arrogance.
maturation.
You know why? You know when it will be ignorance?
that's not
If
being
he really
ignorant,
was
that's being
losing.
That's why I said it's a little bit of both.
What about this? If
It's
he
his
really was
hubris
losing
and it's-
in the votes, if he really was losing, it would be
Because he
ignorant.
sees support from black
But
and
you
brown
know that
people.
the
he
next-
knows that he's not losing, so it's not ignorant.
That's the next point that I was
just
gonna
think
make.
Maybe
it's a
that's a
little
poor
bit of
choice of words for me then.
The person I was talking to actually was like, "Oh, he lost a lot of people."
But it's very arrogant.
He didn't lose anybody. He just could have gained.
He could have gained
more.
more.
Yeah.
He could have gained more. And
All right, put it like this: instead of gaining 10,000, he lost 2.
not this. Wait.
Like,
So hold on, let me
there's
finish.
percentages,
So do you
or
think?
maybe 5?
Yeah. So maybe what? 5%?
Not even. That's way less than that. Instead of gaining 10,000, he lost 5. Like voters,
I guess.
it's not. I mean, and then what happens? Maybe they don't vote at all. I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Yo, but remember, votes don't count.
Ballot integrity
James
is
said
a
votes don't-
joke, bro. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. They're paying rioters
Damn,
fees,
bro. You know what's
so
crazy?
they could vote and shit.
So let me ask you
like,
this: so if
celebrities doing crazy
the only
shit,
thing,
bro.
My
What the
fault.
fuck is
The
going
only,
on, man?
the only thing you could say
fuck?
that this is,
You know what grinds my gears?
if the votes don't count, this is just another tax scheme
Word.
where they're just funneling more of our money.
You know,
Because you know how
America's
much
full of
money it
tax
costs
schemes.
to do all this shit,
Let's
bro.
talk about the taxes, about Trump.
Your
The $750.
how much money
That's
does
what people's watching.
How much
is gonna
money does
save.
it cost to run your democracy for an election and to have the process run?
Who knows? With like legitimate.
Because those are not.
legitimacy behind it?
Well, no. Remember, because the taxpayers pay for that.
Yeah.
That's not the Democrat or Republican like funded thing. To
Yeah,
have
no,
it
no.
done,
I know.
You know, we fit the bill to decide who wins and shit. You know,
I was
at that
watching
night.
this dude talk about. No, go ahead.
The poll, you know, everybody who gets paid to work for the polls, all of that. That's all through taxpayers.
When the person had told me that
Publicly
he had
funded.
lost people, and I told him no, he gained. I'm like, do you think that if it would have helped him significantly, he wouldn't have said it? If politically it would have got everybody on
If it
board,
was
and
that
he would have
crazy
made
of a
a
question,
big, it would have been a
right.
big leap in the poll. He wouldn't have said it. Do you believe that? I think he's arrogant and enough, and I think he knows enough that that's not gonna harm. Like, he said it enough, and the people that follow him, they know that, and the people that actually look for fucking news and don't want it spoon-fed to them.
See, that's the thing.
Those are different types.
That's how you
of
shut people down. Give me an example, or show me what you're talking about. Because majority of the time, bro, it's just stuff that they hear and that they get emotional about.
It's tribal warfare.
But politics that's an emotional subject. It definitely is. It brings emotion out of everybody, it's not, just like religion would.
But you see, there's nothing wrong with it bringing emotion out of you. There's a problem when that emotion persuades your thoughts.
Yeah, you
and
shouldn't
your
hate somebody because of their political beliefs.
That's not what America was built on.
No, not at all. And I think that's what's happening now.
It's pretty sad.
People are just,
of course, we've addressed that plenty of times.
Hate is getting spread because of how you feel about someone personally.
This is on an all-time high. All-time high. Come
which
on.
is weird.
The way communication is.
That's high school shit. That's fucking junior high school shit. You don't talk. I don't talk to him, so you can't talk to him since you my friend. What the fuck kind of shit is that? That's not cool.
It's crazy. That's fascism.
They'll be scared if we all came together.
That's fascism right there. You heard?
If everybody came together, black, white, and just
that's
look past
some commie shit. How dare you vote for the other party? Blacata. That's communism, bro.
And is it happening? Yes.
The fuck out.
It also fucking freaks me out how it's the same people. It's the same people that's throwing punches at Trump supporters and fucking screaming at people in rallies that are talking about love is love.
Who knows what's happening anymore?
Love is love, but I hate you because you like the orange man.
Pretty much. Orange man bad.
Orange man bad.
Bro, I've been saying that shit for fucking I don't even know how many years now.
But love is love.
Same shit I've been preaching.
Love is love.
That's what it's come to though.
Oh shit.
Man, be good to each other.
Always, bro.
Jesus.
I don't know, man. They still out there beating people up, Antifa, even though they're.
That's just an idea, man.
So what's gonna
man.
What's gonna be their next name?
I'm the guy.
Antifa?
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Good question. I mean, y'all want to talk about this voter fraud, or you want to hit it? Hit the road.
No, whatever. It don't matter. They send in these ballots.
I don't know what they.
I got my mail-in ballot the other day.
Yeah, I saw. We saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, we saw it, Jigs.
I got it.
Yeah, we saw you guys.
I don't know where it's at anymore.
Yeah, we hope it's in the garbage.
We hope it's in the
after what you did to it.
I've personally witnessed mad improper ballot being mailed, like fucking already
Straight
hundreds. People who are not even in the building anymore are getting ballots.
That segment.
People who are in the building are
Dr.
getting
Shiva
ballots with different.
On tinfoil hat, that episode.
That episode is amazing. Check that shit out, Chopt Cheese.
About how we should regulate our voting system.
Dr. Shiva,
fucking brilliant man.
If you're interested in the politician,
shout out to Dr. Shiva.
Truth,
shout out to the tinfoil hat.
Dr. Shiva.
You know what I mean?
Tinfoil hat. Step it up, Chopt Cheese, because the mainstream media is not telling you the truth, man.
Lies and deception.
They're not telling you the truth, bro. I'm not sitting here telling you vote for Trump. I'm just telling you the news ain't telling you the truth, man.
The news is not
and
the news.
They never will. And they never have.
They haven't in a long time.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you this.
Use your own discernment.
I hear on the low the hardest anti-Trump network right now. Fox News.
It's turning into Fox News.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about that the other day.
Were.
They turning on him.
Are they really?
For the last couple weeks, if not
the
months.
only people that are pro-Trump.
What makes
the five.
What makes you believe
Is
that?
it the five? Gutfeld.
Well, they're straight news somewhat, but the majority of their news, if it's not like opinion pieces, which they call them, which is Hannity,
Sean Hannity, and Tucker Carlson,
Ingram, and Tucker Carlson. If it's not those three, which the only one I really fucks with is Tucker Carlson.
Tucker be flaming, flaming.
Other than that, like majority of this shit, it's anti-Trump.
Don't agree with everything, but Tucker as of late has been flaming the TV sets.
Look for information.
Number one in news. Number one.
Beastin'. That shows you
number
something.
one viewership
That
of any
shows you
show.
something.
Oh, it is?
Because he's definitely pro-Republican / conservative kind of values.
He started out in CNN.
Oh, did he? Oh, he did start in CNN because I remember a clip with him.
Yeah. Everybody starts out somewhere. Shout out to my boy Tucker Carlson.
Am I passing?
Imagine that one day Chopt Cheese is on Tucker.
Chopt Cheese on Tucker.
You know what? Because you know what's the first. You know what's the first thing I'm gonna say.
Audience.
You know what's the first thing I'm gonna say when he introduces us?
Good morning.
You know, now I'm like, every 4 years they want our vote, and after we vote, the next 3 years they forget about us until the 4th year rolls around.
They throw us in the garbage.
And who is this you speaking of? The Democrats.
That's how you open?
That's how I'm opening.
That's how you
the
open?
Democrats.
The fucking Democrats.
And he's like, whoa, like
both.
Nancy Pelosi and the spewing hate and the objectifying Trump supporters. I'm done with it. It's come to a point, Tucker, where you look racist for being pro-America.
Can I be Tucker? Really?
I'm gonna say what you know. What that's why I'm not a proud. I'm not a proud.
Like this with the paper. Really interesting.
Look, Tucker, I'm not a proud boy, but I agree with that chauvinistic.
But
shit
I'm a
that
proud
they
man. A proud American man.
You hear that chauvinistic shit they spewing?
Yo, toast. Can we get this toast? Can we get this toast to America, bro? What else we got?
America.
You know how we should end this? Migrant caravan.
They're on their way. One more. Let me ask you a question.
I briefly read about it, so
I'm gonna foreshadow. You ready for the foreshadow?
On the way.
You ready for this? This is what's gonna happen. COVID is not gonna be relevant. Only thing that's gonna be relevant is their lives and
the migrant caravan.
The migrant caravan. COVID's not gonna be relevant.
So the Dems are just gonna open them up.
I need info, bro. Don't leave me in the dark. Don't leave me in the dark.
You already know what's gonna happen.
Nah, let me know what's this migrant
COVID.
caravan?
What do you mean? These people need
I'm sure there's people in Chopt Cheese that don't know about this migrant caravan. So can we get some info?
It's just it's coming from Honduras.
It's literally
like 2,000 people strong.
They're driving from Honduras.
No. They're walking, caminando.
They're walking from Honduras to the United States.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. They're walking.
Oh yeah.
They're looking for political asylum. They don't want to starve. Their country's in the shithole. I'm sure some black budget CIA, FBI, guerrilla groups probably fucking destabilize their shit. So,
but you don't remember
that's not the average American person. I don't have nothing to do with that.
You don't remember the story
though?
How
involved in this migrant caravan?
There's about 2,000 from the last report I saw.
2,000 people walking and nobody's stopping these people.
Papi, how? What are you gonna do? It's 2,000 of them.
You know, Mexico.
The fuck are we
Mexico
gonna do?
didn't want the last one to go through
against them.
Did you know that? Mexico didn't want the last one to go through.
Yeah. So apparently, like in Mexico City,
they weren't racist.
Like,
you heard they weren't racist.
Very,
in Mexico, they
conservative.
And they
Mexico
don't want
City,
them going,
especially
Mexican, one of the major reasons. I'm sorry to cut you off. One of the major reasons.
That's okay. You've been doing it all day.
Is because they don't want the cartel to mix in and blend in.
Aye.
Imagine
that shit.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah,
it's an easy way for them to blend in.
But that's how you can blend in anyway to sneak into America.
Were the Syrian refugees coming over here too when all that stuff was going on? Because they were letting all of them into Canada when I was up there. And then, like, the Canadians, they were afraid that terrorists were going to sneak in with them, which is a legitimate concern.
Every country in the world has borders.
What does that mean?
Like, niggas try to make America seem crazy because we want to enforce our border patrol.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
The influx of migrants takes a toll. You need to do that shit properly. You know what I'm saying?
Go through.
They killing Trump for that
channels
shit. Obama
and
did mad at that shit.
And I was an immigrant.
Obama did mad at that shit. Deporter in chief. Look that shit up.
Country, and I know what that is. I know exactly, and their laws are stricter than here. Here they just
But let's.
You want to come chill?
Let's also
you need
clarify.
You need a job. You need assistance.
Job. You can make money. You don't even need to speak English here.
Just so people remember, a country's not a race.
Shit.
Let's just remember that. So don't let people tell you you're racist when you talk about stuff like this. Just remember that.
Prejudice.
Yep. Because as you can see, because you know why I say that? 90% of the people going through that caravan aren't Mexican.
They're Honduran.
So when you say they're letting them come in, they're pouring in through the border.
What model of caravan hosts 2,000 people?
I think it's a Dodge.
This guy. It's not.
I was trying to keep the street face funny. It would have been funny if I kept
I was trying to ignore you from that long.
Trying to cut the laughing. That way is funny.
No.
It looks stupid.
All right. But
you should have said Volkswagen.
It's one of them. Just a clown car.
We might get, we might get a car, bro. It's a good plug.
Mexican made car.
Y'all be bugging. At this time, Volkswagen would love to. Matter of fact, Mercedes. They would love to.
You know what I'll jump on? You know what I would jump on? I'll jump on the Subaru.
On the Subaru? The Subaru makes a caravan that holds 2,000 people?
Now we're just like off.
I'm sorry. That was definitely my fault, and I apologize.
I'm done. I'm fucking done with this shit.
See what I did? Fuck!
Yeah, guys. I don't even know. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here.
Still, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.